I'm gonna adjust my seat here. Maybe that will put me up higher. I have messed with the that's better. Trying to figure out how I could make it so I was in view better, and I've still been messing with my setup. Still not quite how I'm wanting it, so give me a few more times to get it figured out, and hopefully we'll get it so we don't have to keep messing with it. Hopefully behind me you can see my wreath. I didn't get a picture of it yet. The one from last night, the Hello Snow, I got that finished. It's adorable. It's just a different blue than the other one, so when I get it hung on my door, then I'll have to decide which one I want to keep. The other one is real vibrant, but this is way fun. So tonight we are going to make a heart glass, or a glass block, and we are doing a heart love theme. And let me show you the transfer that we are using. It is in stock right now. If you want to buy it, you can do it at couture.com/ArlanaPatton, and there is some there available to buy. So let me put this on, and I will go share with my group. I'll be right back. That's just a fun little transfer. It's one of our cheaper transfers. And it could be used in a lot of different ways. So I'm checking now to see if I'm on live yet. I get the beginning kind of funny, so, and it looks like I must be on. I'll have to get to the comment thing in just a minute, as soon as I get this to share. I got one more, so I'll be right with you in just a minute. Seems like all this techie stuff is harder than you realize. I was trying to pay with Vimo today and still trying to learn that. That seems way harder than PayPal's. So, okay, so I'm back, and sorry for the delay on that. It always takes a minute to do that. I'm getting to the comments to see who's on. And hi Pam, thank you. Hello, hello. Yeah, I think they're both beautiful, so I wanted you to be able to kind of see them behind me. I also have my Hello Snow frame that I made, so you can see side to side, so way fun. So tonight's project, and I think I'll go back to doing the switcher view again. So I'll get the view of my table. And then you'll have me in the corner. I think I'm going to lower my stand again. Oh, well, thanks for even joining, even if it's just for a little bit, Pam. Appreciate that. Yeah, if anybody else is on, please like, share, and comment. And I would love to know you're on here. So, many of you know that I did a whole bunch of Christmas blocks, and so I have already, there's a hole in this, and you just pop this part off, and I have added these little wire lights inside it, and they have a little switch on them which lights it up. And I also stuck some of the balls in there like I did at Christmas time. So I got that ready. This won't take as long tonight because of doing that. I do need to grab my red paste and I need my white paste. It's nice to have it right there handy. Let me get a couple of stir sticks in case I need to stir. I'll have to get my table set back from yesterday if I change my view again. So here's my red, and it looks like it needs to be stirred. So I'm going to stir my red, and that's pretty good, like yogurt consistency looks like. So let me just get a baby wipe and I'll clean this off real quick. It's actually easier if you do it right away. And I'm also gonna stir up my white. My white's not actually too bad, but I will add a couple of spritz just to freshen it up. So how's everyone doing today? Today was kind of gloomy with the storm. How about where you're at? Pam, what's your weather, if you're still on, what's your weather like today where you're at? We are supposed to have quite a bit of snow tomorrow. So we'll see if that happens. So you want to clean your hands good, especially with the red. So here's our transfer right here. I've never used it, so I'm going to take it out of the package. And I need to fuzz this before I use it, and I also need to write on it. So that way when I want to put it right back on, I'll know exactly which piece it goes to. So I'm just going to take a towel. We've come out in the new catalog with a new fuzzing cloth. So that will be nice. Yeah, I wondered if you would get some. That's nice it was warm for you, but I wondered if you would get some more snow. So, for most places it's a snowy time of year, so I'm going to fuzz this about 3 times. And then it will be ready to lay on my glass. So this is just a small narrow glass that I got at Hobby Lobby. You can get these at like Home Depot, lots of different places. And you just need to decide where you're putting them. So I've got that there, and I've got it ready where I want it. I don't feel any bubbles. You want to make certain the bubbles are out of there, but I'm not feeling anything when I put my hand across it. And I want to texture this, so I think I'm gonna do, actually we'll do white at the top, and we'll do red at the bottom. So I'm going to start with the white. And I actually wanted the, well, we'll do that, and I'll do the rest in red. Because I do want a red heart. I should have maybe done it the other way. I originally was trying to think which way I thought I was doing this. Now what you do is you take, I'll just wet my finger a bit. And you just rub those together. And then I can peel up this transfer. And you always want to pull from the center, or just pull equally so that you're not so, and you can see I got a variegated look there. That's what I was looking for. So I'll set that there and wipe my hands. I'm going to take my paintbrush. I see one tiny little spot. Right up here. It wasn't much of a spot, but there, that will work. And then let me close the lid on these pastes here. Looks like I had a little red that could go back in there. The other side looks like it has some white on it. I glued today on this with my wreath, and I can see some drops of glue. I guess I didn't get them quite cleaned up. Let me wipe these squeegees real quick. Like I say, it's easier when you can just do it immediately. A lot of times my lives are long, so I try not to clean them till later. So that's good. I got those cleaned, and I'll get the paste shut. Now, one thing that this Ken has mentioned is he likes to, this has got to dry a second anyway, or I've got to blow it, so I'm going to show you this. He likes to put 3 or 4 squirts in there before he closes, and I've got a lot of buildup here. I'm going to set in there to see if I can soften that. I may be sorry, but we'll try it on this one and see what happens. I should have just thrown that away, but if you do that every time, then you don't have that if you keep your stuff good and clean. So I need to start being better at that. Since it was so clunky, I'm going to try that. And then even I think I'll throw the stuff on the lid away. Let me get the lid real quick, and then I'll shut it and close it up, and then we'll continue on. So, hello honey, how are you? I see that my husband's online now. Maybe he was there before and I just didn't know it. Usually he's the first one on there. Okay, so we'll pull this forward. I can still see that it's slightly wet there, so I'm going to get the blow dryer. And looks like I ended up kind of burying it. I was trying to hurry and grab my stuff, and so I think we're good. It feels like it's not gonna rub off onto anything, so that's good. That's done and ready. We can flip our little light on so everybody can see what it looks like lit up. So That's going to be way fun. So I'll turn the light off while I finish decorating it, and then we'll turn it back on. So I had some really wide ribbon. It is the 2.5-inch ribbon, and I am going around the whole thing here. This was ribbon that I got at Christmas or on clearance. If you watch, you can get some good deals. This could have been just a Christmas one that I originally bought, but still probably got a fairly good deal on it. So I'm going to try and glue it right here in the middle. I have my Ryobi Glue Gun on that my husband bought me. I'm loving it. One thing I did find out is I could order and change out the tip, and I like fine tips, so I ordered those. They weren't expensive, and I'm going to try it. There was another gal on the review of where I bought it from, and she said she had a Ryobi and she loved it. So I've got that much wrapped around there, and then I didn't cut this, but I thought the red and white would be cute. So I'm going to put a white stripe around it. And in a minute I think the white's 1.5 inches. So I'll cut that. I've got my heavy duty Fiskars amp scissors. They're good for, with the wire and stuff in there, but they're good for cutting heavy stuff. So that's why they're called Amplified. I got it there. Tomorrow I'm going to have to get glue sticks because this is my last one. I'm not certain where mine got put. They were up here, but they got moved to the basement. At least that's what I'm thinking. So here's my wide ribbon again, and I'm going to also want the narrow. The narrow is 1.5 inches. So I was right on that. I'm going to take a pipe cleaner, and I'm going to make one of my bows, but I'll have a couple of different colors on it. So I'm going to leave a tail. You just kind of decide how much of a tail you want. And then you're going to overlap it like that. So it's like a U. And then you'll do another U going back and scrunch in the middle. So hopefully you can see that, and I think that's about what I want. And then I think I'm going to do another smaller red. And then another smaller little loop with the U. You just go back and forth, almost like a circle 8. Or a figure 8. Okay, and I'm going to tie this right in the middle with the pipe cleaner. You could also use a piece of smaller ribbon, but I have the pipe cleaners handy, so, and I'm just going to measure my ends and cut it like that. And before I go on to add that other ribbon, I might as well cut my V's. So I'll just fold that ribbon in half and cut a V out of it. And fold this ribbon in half. I'm trying to see on the screen what it's showing me, and I don't see that unless I'm looking here onto the side. So be sure and share my videos to your walls, and the more people I can get, that would be great. So you kind of stretch that out and play with it, but I do want to add the red, so I'm going to do the same with the red, but I'm going to just make a smaller loop, and I'm only going to do 2 of them, one on each side. See if I can get you back in view there. And you trim that. And then I'm just going to grab my tie here. I'll twist that and put it as much underneath as I can. Now I'm going to thread this through that loop because it's on this side and I don't want it that way. I want it to come out down here. And actually, I probably will have it going over like that. Well, and I can decide that once I get it on there. But let me do the V on this again. I'll fold it in half. And I'll cut the V. This side's a little longer than I needed it, so I'm going to try and equal it out. Make certain I'm cutting it right. Almost cut it the wrong way. So there, I've got my bow ready, and I'm going to hot glue that right in the middle. Well, and I've grabbed that right so it looks right. I was forgetting I didn't put a loop there. Sometimes I make a loop, but I don't have a loop on this one. hopefully, because I don't know what maybe I didn't get upstairs with them like I thought. I had some red roses, but I have some other stuff here I can still use. I need to hold this down a minute because it was lifting back up. Then I can turn it on its side and let you see it from the side view. We'll turn the light back on it. Turning out way, way cute. So let me clip these hearts off of here. I'll grab my wire cutters. Or stars, I mean, they're not hearts, but they're stars. This matched the balls underneath, so I thought I could use that for some greenery. And I'm probably going to trim the pieces down smaller. So let me get some glue in here and see what I can figure out to do here. I know that glue's pretty hot. Let me get in my drawer here. So I'm thinking I'm just going to do it like that. I'll lay it down and show you in a second. I'm just going to add one, I think just one crystal heart. Okay, so that didn't take very long. Let's see, I've been on 34 minutes. And part of that time you were waiting on me. Here's our little love light glass, and way fun. I think it turned out way cute. So lots of things you can do with the Chalk Couture product. Doesn't always have to be a frame. You just have to think out of the box and what you may want to do. I had several of these shapes and was thinking I would take a few of them back, but now I've decided I'm just going to keep them because I think there'll be lots of different projects that maybe just be a word that I might want to use them on, because this turned out adorable. So I'm so glad that you tuned in. If you're on and you haven't commented, please let me know you're here. I would love to know that. Let me switch views a minute and we will chat. So I'm back, and let me get the picture up in the corner so you can see what we made tonight. I'll try and move a couple of things out of the way so you don't see all this stuff. The other thing is we didn't talk about that, but you just slide this under your ribbon. It just normally will fit right underneath here. I just got to get the rest of that cord tucked in there, and you don't see it when you do it right. So a little bit harder, looks like, on these smaller ones, but I'll work with that. May have to push a little more on the inside. So anyway, hopefully you can see that good, and so I appreciate you joining me tonight. If you like this project and you want a deal on some of your transfers or different things that I may run specials on occasion, you're going to want to join my VIP group, because there I'm going to run some specials, and that is where you're going to get specials. But if you just want to order, then you're going to want to go to couture.com/ArlanaPatton, and there you'll be able to order anything that you would like to order. Now, I know for sure this transfer's in there right now, and you can get it, and it is a cheaper transfer. So this would be a fun project to give to people that you love, and they would enjoy having it as part of their home decor. So another thing we could talk about is we could talk about our kit. Our kit is $99. In fact, I need to get the new picture. We have the new spring catalog coming out, and the new kit has all the new transfer stuff in it. So lots of new different things that the old kit didn't have, was the old catalog. So now is an excellent time to join, because there is adorable stuff in the new catalog. So you're going to love this new catalog. Lots of cute farm decor items. So for $99, you get $240 worth of product. If you join and decide you don't want to stay on, you can get out of it within 3 months. You have to maintain $150 every quarter to be active. That can be just you buying stuff for yourself, if that's all you want to do and you don't really want to turn it into a business. And it's easy just to get that much stuff, and it's a fun thing to do. So that might be something you might want to consider. Let me know if you're interested in that, and we'll get back on the project here real quick. So I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight, and I will be live again tomorrow night. I believe I'll still keep the 8 o'clock time, and I'm not certain yet what I'm going to create, so we'll see you tomorrow, and hope you enjoyed this live. Bye. Have a good night.